And a happy Monday to you. It doesn't even feel real, does it? Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions for the second time in franchise history. Seattle dominated the New England Patriots, winning Super Bowl 60, 29-13, in what many will probably say was a boring game. Seahawks kicker Jason Myers set a Super Bowl record with 5 field goals. There were 15 punts in the game between the two teams. Seattle's defense sacked Patriot quarterback Drake May 6 times, intercepted him twice, forced a fumble. They returned an interception for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker III, named the Super Bowl MVP, had 27 carries for 135 yards. Team owner Jody Allen accepted the Lombardi Trophy and handed it off to Coach Mike Macdonald, Walker, and quarterback Sam Darnold.
I have to thank all the 12s that are here with us. All the 12s at watch parties everywhere, and all the 12s around the world. Yes!
He wants to bring the players up with him, and that's fine.
I had 100% confidence. We got the best team. 12 is one, mob ties. We got the best fans in the world, 12s. Look how many 12s are in this stadium right now. We never wavered, man. We believed in each other. We loved each other. And now we're world champions. They just made a decision. They're going to play a certain way. They lived up to the dark side today. It's going to go down in the history books. We love our players. Look, they made it happen. They made it come to life, and we won the game.
First and foremost, I want to thank God for this, blessing to be here. Also, I want to thank my brothers. This don't happen without them. We went through a lot of adversity this season, but we came together and we stuck together, and, this is what we got.
Hey, shout out to the 12s. Shout out to the 12s.
It's easy. My teammates and my coaches, they've believed in me ever since the beginning of OTA's training camp, and that was our mindset. Every single day we came to work, and hey, I got to shout out our offensive line, our tight ends, our receivers, and of course the running backs for everything that they did tonight. It was special in the run game. But our defense, man, hey, 12s, make some noise for our defense.
Walker was named the game's MVP despite not scoring a rushing touchdown, although there was one would-be touchdown called back in the fourth quarter.
I think later on in the first quarter or early in the second quarter is when I start to feel it. We start to, break big runs. At first, Mike always talk about it's a softening process. And then, the bigger runs start to come, and that's when I really start to feel it. The O-line had the hole wide open. I just really had to beat the safety and whoever was on my left. Score, look back, it's a flag, and, that's probably the worst feeling ever. But, we won the game, so I'm not going to complain.
Mike Macdonald becomes the 3rd youngest coach to win a Super Bowl championship. He says this is the exclamation point to a mindset.
We're in the business of winning football games. And to win football games, you got to be a great team. And great teams have people from all over the place that come together. That's why football is so special. I mean, you look at that locker room and what people have gone through to get to this point in their career on this particular team. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's really, really powerful, really awesome.
Word came out before the Super Bowl that Jody Allen would be putting the team up for sale as per the wishes of her departed brother Paul. Now, Macdonald was quick to give Allen credit for her vision.
I love answering this question because Jody's been phenomenal since the day that I interviewed for the job. I think vividly of our conversation we had in Baltimore. And I just loved hearing her vision for the team and what she wanted to create for our city and our community and our football team and our franchise. And that was really inspiring because I felt it was aligned with what we wanted to create too, and how we wanted to build our program. And man, when you're aligned on that vision, it's a fun ride, you know. Sometimes it's not that fun, but especially last year, you know, as we're kind of going through the fog of some things, she just had such a great perspective on everything, kept us together, always, you know, backed John and I on some of the tough decisions we had to make, and it lets you make those decisions when you know she's in your corner, so I'm really happy for her.
There will be a championship parade in downtown Seattle Wednesday morning. We'll hear more from the players over the next few days as Seattle celebrates its second Super Bowl championship. Just doesn't seem real. Well, checking the college basketball scoreboard from the weekend. First on the men's side, number 6 Gonzaga had no trouble getting back on the winning track, downing Oregon State 81-61. Santa Clara edged Washington State 96-92. Eastern Washington edged Montana State 72-71. UCLA held on to beat Washington 77-73. Women's college basketball on Saturday. Pepperdine topped Washington State. Gonzaga rocked Pacific. Montana State overcame Eastern Washington, and Washington needed overtime on Sunday to top Wisconsin 91-86. The Wenatchee Wild went 1-1 over the weekend in 2 Western Hockey League games at the Town Toyota Center. Victoria was in town Friday but found an unfriendly host as Wenatchee pitched a shutout 2-0. Didn't go so well on Saturday to visiting Spokane. They came out on top 4-1. Wenatchee has another midweek matchup this week. Game on the road at Kelowna coming up on Wednesday at 7:05. Moses Lake and Eastmont boys played a whale of a basketball game on Friday night. Mavericks came out on top in it. 79-76. Eisenhower edged Wenatchee 63-60. Ephrata edged Toppenish. Kashmir came out on top of Wahluke. Moses Lake Christian beat Oroville. Garden City Academy beat Wilson Creek. Waterville Mansfield topped Denny at 50-42. Eastmont girls were able to post a 20-point win over Moses Lake on Friday night. Eisenhower beat Wenatchee. Toppenish eased past Ephrata 70-18. Ouch. Kashmir was 23 points better than Wahluke, winning 45-22. Moses Lake Christian cruised by Oroville. Waterville Mansfield crushed Denny at 60-15. Saturday, the West Valley boys beat Wenatchee 77-40. Eastmont edged Sunnyside by 4. Omak topped Cascade by 5. Liberty Bell had no trouble beating Tonasket by 20. Okanagan down Bridgeport 75-60. West Valley girls also winners over Wenatchee, winning 45-26. Eastmont stopped Sunnyside. Omak beat Chelan. Lake Roosevelt rolled Okanagan. Brewster topped Tonasket 53-14. NCWLIFE will broadcast one more night of prep basketball tomorrow night with the litter box games at Wenatchee High School. Grant Olson will have play-by-play. Panthers host the Wildcats first, and the girls at 5:30. The boys will follow at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Monday.